The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Oldham High School's basketball starts now.
The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Oldham High School's basketball starts now.
Welcome to Oldham County High School, where we have the Colonels versus the Colonels tonight on Glycod. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, and alongside me is Jeff Cooper. And Coach Jeff, tonight is a tall order for the Oldham County Colonels at 15-6. These Cov-Cath Colonels coming in at 18-4 have played a tough record and have quite a ball club that they're going to put on the floor tonight. So we should have a good one.
Yeah, they're a very good ball club. They're two of their four losses have been to teams out of the state. But recently they've lost two games. They lost to Mail. They defeated Mail in the King of the Bluegrass. Yep. And Mail turned around and beat them on Saturday, January 22nd. And then their last time out, Saturday, January 29th, they went up to Ashland. And Ashland just absolutely lit them up from three-point range and beat them by 9 points. So they're a very solid team, very, very good team. But they are improved, and they can be beaten. So if Oldham County shoots the ball well tonight and doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and they match up pretty well with them size-wise.
Right.
This could be a really interesting game.
Well, as we march down to the tip-off tonight, we will have the chance to hear from both coaches, and we'll also talk about the keys to the game, what both teams need to do. And I know, Jeff, for Oldham County, they said, we talked about it early, just give you all a teaser, and that is, they need to shoot the ball well, especially from three. And then as a little tease as well, the Cov-Cath coach, they just said, boy, they got to play that press well that Oldham County will deploy on makes.
Yeah, so. They do. They have a good. They're mostly a 2-2-1, but they'll mix it up a little bit. They'll trap out of it, obviously. And their last game that I saw them, Oldham County looked really, really good against Lexington Christian. I mean, the first half especially. Second half they kind of slacked off a little bit, but and then Coach Zerhusen wasn't real pleased with it. But that first half he had to be, because they looked really, really good. Now they. Obviously, we talk about three-point shooting. That's where Ashland really got Cov-Cath the other day. So, but they rely on the three a lot more than Oldham does. But Oldham can flat out shoot the three. They do rely on it heavily. So, I think one of the other things too that Cov-Cath's got to defend the three-pointer better than they did against Ashland.
Absolutely. Okay, well, folks, again, we've got Battle of the Colonels tonight. Covington Catholic Colonels at 18-4 taking on the Oldham County Colonels at 15-6. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me is Jeff Cooper. We are going to step away, hear from some of our awesome sponsors, and when we return, you will hear from head coach of these Covington Catholic Colonels, Scott Ruthotz. And we will hear from him when we return here on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Kevin Woosley is a lifelong Oldham County resident. He's been a public servant for 30 years and is a former Kentucky State Police 911 administrator. Currently the District 3 Fiscal Court Magistrate, Kevin is a responsive politician. He favors improved broadband internet, more affordable housing, plus new roads and schools to meet the demands of a growing county. Re-elect Kevin Woosley for District 3 Magistrate.
I'm Kevin Woosley, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Kevin Woosley for Magistrate.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling in LaGrange. For trusted on-time service, call Thompson at 502-817-3105. Thompson, making people comfortable. ThompsonHeating.net.
This is Dr. Todd Carter back alongside head coach of the Covington Catholic Colonels, Scott Rusatz. And coach, really nice 18-4 record against some tough competition. Not much of the season left. How is your team playing here with just the final push to go?
You know, it's always interesting when you play the tough schedule, you kind of see where we're at. Now, I'll be honest, typically after a loss, the great thing about basketball is within a day or two, you have another game and you can get that bad taste. We've had that bad taste in our mouth since a Saturday ago. So it's been lingering for a while in our loss to Ashland. But you know what? That's what this time of the year, you get to see the resilience of the kids, to see how they approach practice, how they do film sessions, their attention to detail. And, those are the things where you kind of evaluate and say, and you make some changes based on that to say, who are my guys down the road, down the stretch that are going to help me win games. And, but overall, we're in good health. We don't have any health issues. But it's more of just, the mental issue right now of, we played a lot of games early. And then over the last couple of weeks with the snow and other things, games being canceled, we've had a lull in our game schedule. But, we have to play. And it's a good road game for us here at Oldham County. Coach Husen does a great job with this program. And, we're going to kind of see what our boys are ready for tonight.
Well, and as you've scouted up this Oldham County team, any thoughts about what they might put on the court against you?
Yeah, I'm really I love their team. I love, you got 4 seniors that kind of run the show, and then you got a sophomore in there that is really good, really a confident kid. And I can tell that just from film, how confident he plays. They play with a lot of confidence. They play with a lot of swagger. They fit the system that Coach Husen has, which is aggressive, going to press, going to trap. They run their sets, and guys stay in their lane. And, I tip my hat to those guys because, in today's day and age with AAUs and different types of basketball, you don't get away with that so much. So they're very disciplined, and it'll be a good challenge for us tonight.
Now, as far as your team goes, for our local audience here, hasn't seen Covington Catholic this season. When you guys are playing well, what are you doing well? What's it look like?
Yeah, it starts with our point guard, Evan Ipsaro. He kind of, he runs the show. He kind of sets the tempo for us. And then we got, our inside presence and Mitchell Riley, who can really, take over from the inside. We got a couple of shooters on the perimeter in Castle McGillis, Makai Wilson, and Brady Hussey, who can really spread the floor on you. And then we kind of got our do-it-all guy, Chandler Starks, who's about 6'6", 225, 230. Kind of does a little bit of everything. He can rebound. He'll play good defense. He can play on the perimeter. We'll throw him in the post when we give Mitchell a break. Just little things like that. So overall, we're really good. And then Noah Johnson comes in off the bench for us and gives us a spell or two on some of our wings. So, it really starts with Evan, and he kind of stirs the drink. That is Covcat basketball right now.
All right. Well, now, as far as pulling out a win tonight, having a win tonight, what kind of keys to the game are you looking at? What do you really want to do well to win this ball game?
Yeah, we got to break the press. They do a really good job in the 2-2-1 press. We got to but first, before we get to that, if we can get stops, they can't really set the press up. So we got to get stops. We worked all week on just really defensive-minded. That wins championships. You got to be defensive-minded, knowing what, we scouted them. We've watched film. We should know everything about them. And we got to get stops. And then if we don't get a stop, we got to be able to break their press and score and not just be settled on pulling it out and running something. We got to score and kind of make them pay, in a sense, for the press. So, but it really comes down to stops.
All right. Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
In begin this countdown to tip-off at Oldham County High School in the Battle of the Colonels between the Covington Catholic Colonels and the Oldham County Colonels. It's time for Keys to the Game. Tonight's Keys to the Game brought to you by Robert Lane for Sheriff, committed to community. And for those keys, let's talk to Jeff Cooper and see what he's got to say.
Well, CovCath, Coach Rusat's pretty much said, they got to get stops, obviously. Oldham County is a very good offensive team, so they really need to get stops. Defensively, what that'll do is keep Oldham County from getting into their press. And another one of his keys was when they do get in the press is to break it and get some easy baskets out of it, make them pay for it. For Oldham County, I actually got added a third key. Of course, Oldham County matches up size-wise pretty well with this team, but they got to rebound, offensive and defensive, okay?
Yep.
They got to take care of the basketball. The one game I saw with LCA, first half did a great job taking care of the ball. Second half, not as much, but that's another thing they really have to do is take care of the ball. And then I think the key is really, honestly, Oldham County's got to shoot the 3-point bat. They got to hit threes, and they got to hit quite a few of them, I think. If they do that and keep it close, this is going to be a really interesting ball game.
Gotcha. So those are our keys to the game. Tonight's keys to the game brought to you by Robert Lane for Sheriff, committed to community. And we thank him for this sponsorship in Keys to the Game. Well, let's step aside. When we return, I had the chance to talk just a short while ago to Oldham County Colonels head coach Coy Zerhusen, and he's in his ninth season here at Oldham County. 209 and 62, the record. Quite a nice record here at Oldham County. We've got about 12 minutes before the buzzer goes off. Probably a couple minutes after that will be tip. So we are counting down for just after 7:30 and headed on that way. Let's step aside, take a moment, hear from some of our awesome Glycod sponsors. When we return, you will hear from head coach Coy Zerhusen of these Oldham County Colonels on Glycod.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by Stinnett Plumbing. Reliable, friendly, trusted. Phone 502-690-3070 or go online to StinnettPlumbing.com.
Here with head coach Coy Zerhusen of the Oldham County Colonels. Coach, you're coming off a nice win over Collins. It was a tight one. And how's your team playing as you're headed really down the final stretch here coming off that win?
Yeah, last Tuesday was a really good win for us on the road. The guys showed a lot of fight and scrap and made enough plays there at the end. And that was exciting to see. It would have been nice to carry that with some momentum into some games, but the weather hit, and we've been sitting on our butt for the last few days, and nothing better than come out and play the number 2-3 team in the state on a Monday night. But guys are ready to go. They're ready to play anybody, and they're up for the challenge, and hopefully it'll be a fun one.
Well, I was just going to ask. So, how did the weather affected you? You kind of on a little bit of a roll, and then really, I know it affected just about everybody in this northern half of the state. But how did it affect you guys?
Yeah, we weren't allowed to do anything, so we were able to get a practice in yesterday, but we were off for 3 days there and sitting around. So everybody got to go through some kind of adversity, and sometimes it's things you can control, sometimes you can't. So the weather hit, and we got back to it yesterday, got our legs back under us a little bit, and we'll see how we play today. We've got a lot of games over the next 2 weeks, and hopefully we can find our rhythm again and get back to playing and ready for the district tournament.
Well, and as far as this Covington Catholic team you guys are going to face off again tonight, they look tough on paper. What have you seen as you've scouted them up on film?
Super physical, super physical. They play that way, whether it's the bigs, the guards, whatever. They go after rebounds. They run their stuff very, very well, and they've got a lot of talented guys. They've got a point guard that's scoring 20 plus and can shoot shots from just about anywhere. They got two bigs that are as strong and physical as anybody we're going to see. And so we've told our guys, you got to come out and meet the challenge. And if you do, we can cause them just as many problems as they cause us. But they're very well coached and they know how to play, and it's going to be a real test for us.
All right. Well, any thoughts on keys to help you guys win tonight? What do you need to do?
We've got to hold our own on the boards. We have to make sure we keep them off the offensive glass. If we are able to do that and limit their easy shots, then we've got a chance. But if we're giving them second, third chances, it's going to be a long night. If we turn the ball over a whole bunch and get them easy shots in transition, it's going to be a long night. And then we've got to try to score some in transition ourselves. If we're able to do that, then and not have to go against their set defense every time, then get some easy shots, and that'll help us out.
All right. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
And stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For your surprisingly great auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I started smoking probably around 11 or 12 years old, and then within a couple of years, of course, it's just part of your life. I quit in 2012 on May 2nd, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the parking lot of the hospital I was about to get admitted to because my left lung had collapsed. I was in the hospital for over 2 months, and then I was home with a tube coming out of my chest for about 6 weeks after that. So, and that's when I was diagnosed with stage 4. And eventually I will probably die from COPD. I had worked in the construction industry. I love to build things. In our old home, it was a fun place, and I built it all with my own hands, the walls, the ceiling, the floors, and that got taken away. And we owned a boat, and I had to give it up. I couldn't physically handle it anymore. So we thought, well, let's maybe try to travel a little bit. So we bought a camper, and I had to give that up because I just couldn't, it's physically demanding. So your world just keeps shrinking. When you lay in bed at night, you're by yourself, that's when it weighs on you.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Time for storylines for tonight's broadcast. Tonight's storylines brought to you by State Farm agent Brian Morrison. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Jeff, really the only storyline that we threw up there. Sorry, wrong graphic. We need to pull that off. As the storyline is just which of these teams will sort of wake up from their winter hibernation first. Coach Zerhusen talked about the fact that these Oldham County Colonels have been off since that win last Tuesday versus Collins, and the Covington Catholic Ball Club has been off since the 29th of January, if I'm not mistaken. So that's one of those things. That's a long layoff, and and a loss besides that for Covcats. So. Just your thoughts on maybe that as one of our keys for tonight. Storyline, how that's going to go.
Well, I mean, Oldham County's had a big regional game, against Collins that they won 55-52. Max Green hit a late three-pointer to pull that one out for OC. So they've had a little bit more to work with. I mean, Covcats now been waiting well over a week to get, probably chomping at the bit to get back at somebody.
Right.
So, I have a feeling that they're going to come out here ready to rock and roll tonight and try to get that bad taste of losing out of their mouth. But Oldham County has had a little bit of time left to, has a little bit of that one game to kind of keep the, the polish on the brass there. So, it'd be interesting to see what I think. Covington Catholic's going to come out really strong. Now it may take them a quarter to get their game legs under them, but I'm sure they're really wanting to get back out there and take care of business.
Well, as we are under a minute left to go on the clock here, which means we'll have a short break, do some national anthem, and we will be taking our break during that. Then we'll come back and give you the starting lineup for both teams. Again, these storylines brought to you by State Farm agent Brian Morrison. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Let's jump away. When we return, we'll have starting lineups and the tip here from Oldham County High School on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For your surprisingly great auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I started smoking probably around 11 or 12 years old, and then within a couple of years, of course, it's just part of your life. I quit in 2012 on May 2nd, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, in the parking lot of the hospital I was about to get admitted to because my left lung had collapsed. I was in the hospital for over 2 months, and then I was home with a tube coming out of my chest for about 6 weeks after that. And that's when I was diagnosed with stage 4. And eventually I will probably die from COPD. I worked in the construction industry. I love to build things. In our old home, it was a fun place. And I built it all with my own hands, the walls, the ceiling, the floors. And that got taken away. We owned a boat, and I had to give it up. I couldn't physically handle it anymore. So we thought, well, let's maybe try to travel a little bit. So we bought a camper, and I had to give that up because I just couldn't, it's physically demanding. So your world just keeps shrinking. When you lay in bed at night, you're by yourself, that's when it weighs on you.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Time for the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First, for the visiting Covcath Colonels at 18-4, they will go as follows. Number 2, Evan Ipsaro, a 5'10" point guard junior. Castle McGillis, a 6'1" junior guard. Mitchell Riley, a 6'7" senior center. Brad Hussey, a 6'1" sophomore guard. And Chandler Starks, a 6'6" junior forward for the Oldham County Colonels. I have to do this quickly. Senior Cooper Rush, sophomore Max Green, Hayden Burgess, a 6'7" senior. And I almost forgot, Kenton Schlechter, a senior, and Sam Powell as the tip. Came all the way down, but controlled by Oldham County.
Covcath starting out in the man.
And a little trap there, and stepping in the lane, taking it to the other end, and laying it up and in is Ipsaro.
Well, Ipsaro had some hops there too, buddy.
Stepped right in that passing lane, and then we got a whistle and a foul away from the ball.
Ipsaro's getting a lot of looks from D1 schools as a junior.
He certainly controlled that ball well and got way up there to lay that in. So Oldham County back on the attack. That's Powell with it. Moves it to the other side. Green, the sophomore, tries to get it down inside. Back to Powell. Gives it up to Burgess. Burgess there with the hook. Can't get it to fall, but nice board. And Burgess misses again. Couple of rebounds, keeping it alive. Finally, Covcath comes out with it. That was Cooper Rush, who was trying to find Burgess inside.
Well, Burgess missed a couple of point-blank shots there. Look back at those and say, how'd I miss those?
McGillis gives it up now. Ipsaro, but he had it knocked away. Good deflection there, and ball on the sideline. Turnover, Covcath, and ball comes to the Oldham County Colonels right in front of the Oldham County bench. So Green will advance it to Burgess. That free throw line extended, tries to find a man underneath, pitches it into the corner, 3 up, will not fall, and comes back off to Covcath. That's Hussey with it. Gives it up to Ipsaro, and Ipsaro finds a slashing Starks.
Outstanding look there by Ipsaro.
Back at the other end, Powell tries to muscle it up, gets the bucket and the harm.
Way to stay with it there by Powell. One thing I noticed about Powell from this year from last year in the last game, he's really doing. Last year he kind of stayed outside and shot threes mostly. This year he's making moves to the bucket. He's still shooting the outside shot, but rounded his game out very well over the summer.
As Powell knocks home. Ball down in the corner. And then fired it up and across. Down low. Back out, that's McGillis. And he tries to find a man in the lane, but stepping in there was Rush, who took it away. Burgess ends up with it. Now gets it out to Green. Crosses timeline. In the corner there, Schlechter. Around the horn, that's Green, takes it inside, shoots the runner, gets it.
Right over the big man, good shot by Green. That's the shot they've have to knock down to be in this game.
You called it early. Shot up and 3 on the other end. Hussey.
Boy, he was wide open too.
Now driving it. And ball down inside. Oh, nice move there by Powell.
Yeah, see, that's what Powell didn't really do last year. This year, he's really improved his game.
And turnover, Cov Cath.
Wow, that's 4 turnovers already on Covington Catholic.
McGillis checks to the sideline. Makai Wilson checks into the ball game. Ambergy checks in for Oldham County. Go ahead, sorry.
That's our Alden Jones also in for Cov Cath.
I missed that, okay.
Well, if you're Coach Ruth, you got to be upset with 2 standing on the sideline.
And then a push down underneath. And that's going to go against Aiden Jones.
They got a mismatch down there, and they're going to try to take advantage of it.
Into Burgess. Tries to work it at that post. Up and good.
Got about a 3 or 4 inch advantage, and he went right at it.
Ipsaro drives it down, pitches it back out through the hands of Wilson. Skips over. Hussey with it. Going to take the 3. Long off the iron. Tipped around. Comes down in the hands of Wilson. And then here comes Ipsaro. He hits the runner. Nice shot.
Yeah, it was. Good pump fake and got himself. That's a lost start hitting that 12 to 15 footer, man.
Halfway home, first period. Oldham County 12 and Cov Cath 9. Burgess working that post, and then don't know if he just kind of lost the handle, I think, more than anything.
Yeah, I think so.
Ipsaro comes to the other end, and he can score the ball. There's no doubt about that.
No doubt.
Averaging 23 a game. Cuts it to 1 for Oldham County.
Cov Cath 5 of 6 on the floor starting out.
And nice drive there by Schlechter.
Good hard move there. Went up strong.
Way to break the press there, but no easy bucket out of it for Cov Cath. Ipsaro backs it back out. Tries to drive, gets it to the free throw line. Nice right-handed shot there.
Well, they're going to have to put a stop to that. If you're Oldham County, that's getting in there deep, and they're tough shot, but he goes up really high on the shot.
Oh, ball knocked away from Ambergy. And then a whistle down low.
Charge.
So Ambergy's first. So Covington Catholic will have to advance the ball against this 2-2-1 press. They got a nice path to advance it last go round. See how we go this time. Again, broke it relatively easily, but no. Ball taken away there. Green.
Trying to dribble between two guys. Got it swiped.
And now back on offense. Whistle down low.
They call it a block there, yep.
They did call it a block.
Yep. Probably a little bit too low down there to draw the charge.
So the bucket by Powell, and now he's got the chance for the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and knocks it home. 2:21 remains here in the first period. Now ball down low. Riley takes it up, had to take a couple of chances at it there, but knocks it home.
Well, you could tell how strong Riley was on that. That's deep.
Powell with a deep three. Can't get it to go, and a whistle. And that's, I believe, going to go against Kitten Schlichter.
Yeah, it was he was very well boxed out down there and kind of pulled the Covcath player a little bit to try to get around him.
Ball down on the baseline. Riley pitches out of it, finds a man in the corner, made three.
Link.
That was Aiden Link. It was. Checked in the ball game, and I didn't catch him.
I didn't either.
Aiden Link with that big three-point bucket. Now trapped, and ball knocked away. Dangerous there up against that sideline.
Yep. They were really denying Green the ball. He's got to figure out how to get over and get it.
Cooper Rush checks back in the ball game. Oh, ball nearly taken away. And one striped shirt says over and back. The other striped shirt says no. So they're going to have a little confab, and I believe the no will win out on that one. There was a hand on that.
Yeah, he deflected it.
Nope.
I guess not.
And not.
Okay.
All righty then. So turnover for Oldham County.
Well, I think what they're saying is he got control of it and then went back over.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Could be. He was right at that line. Ball down low. And the follow is good. Follow by Starks.
That was a good entry pass there by Mackay Wilson.
Riley couldn't get it done, but Starks cleans up. Oldham County back on offense. And that was Green there, sort of lost the handle, but tracked it back down. And then dangerous pass to Gilmore. Gilmore dumps it down inside, and Ambergy knocks it home.
Both teams shooting the ball really well. There's opposite. That's how to beat that press.
And then find Ipsaro on the trail. Dumps the ball inside, and that's Starks.
Wow. Good pump fake by Starks. And a good look by Riley. He didn't try to force that one up there. Great dive by Starks.
As we near the end of the first quarter, 3-point lead built by Covcath.
Well, Ipsaro is all over Max Green.
Green has it poked away, but there's a foul. And that's going to go against Starks.
Yep, that's 2 on him. He may have to go sit for a bit.
Ambergy checks to the sideline for the Oldham County Colonels, as does Starks for the Covcath Colonels. Rush gets it to Green. Green, 3 seconds left. Gives it up to Powell. Deep three. Can't get it to fall. And at the end of one, the Covcath Colonels lead the Oldham County Colonels 22-19. Stay tuned for more high school basketball coming up in the second quarter on Glycott.
Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycott.
Halfway done with the first half, and it is the Covcath 22 and Oldham County 19. Covington Catholic will get the ball up first to begin this second quarter.
OC's come out in the 2-3 here.
Covington Catholic, little shake and bake there, and nice shot up and made by Wilson.
Boy, they're shooting the heck out of the ball.
Burgess there underneath, gets out of it. Green with it. Looks to drive, has a little bit of a lane, gives it up in the corner. That's Gilmore. And Gilmore with the three-point basket.
Boy, big time if he can help him off the bench there. Big shot there.
Cuts it to three. Oh, trying to poke the ball away is Green. That's on the floor. Scramble for it. Covcath comes up with it. Nice pass. And that was a flashing Aiden Jones. The whistle comes. I believe that's going to go against Powell.
Yeah, he pushed him in the lower back there just a little bit. Throw the shot off.
Off the back of the rim there.
Covcath's 11 out of 14 from the floor, Todd.
11 out of 14.
Yep. That'll win you a lot of games, trust me.
Sure will. And Jones with his first point of the night on that second of the free throw attempts. Now Powell looks to drive it, has to pass out of it, baseline. Gilmore, nearly loses it. Roush cleans it up in the corner. A three will not go, but a push underneath. So Burgess hit the deck there. And that's against Aiden Jones.
And that's two on him. Yeah, him and Starks both now have two.
So we didn't talk about this storylines or keys, but it could be maybe some of the Oldham County size will wear on this Covington Catholic team. Gilmore. Oh, he got up in the air, had nowhere to go with it. Yep. Ipsaro comes up with it. Ahead, down, and underneath. Whistle. Oh, going down hard was Hussey.
Yeah. I think that looked worse than it was, but
it sounded not so good.
Yeah, he hit the floor pretty hard. Not.
So Roush whistled for the foul.
Wasn't dirty, just had good hard foul.
Brad Hussey, 88% free throws shooter for the sophomore.
And you jinxed him.
I didn't mean to jinx him. I was just reading the stat given to us by executive producer Steve Bird. Ball popped right out of there.
They always blame us when that happens, don't they?
They do. Second, that one will bang home. Fourth point of the night for Brady Hussey. Roush with it on that wing. Gives it up to Schlichter. Green trying to find Burgess down underneath. Good strong move. Can't get it to go. And rebound snatched down by Riley.
They definitely have a little bit of a size advantage down there.
In the corner, McGillis can't get the three to fall. Green scoops up the rebound. Advances quickly. We'll give and go there. Green back with it. Just gives it up. Schlichter now Powell. As Oldham County trying to work it around the outside. Powell, though, drives, spin, shots, and gets the jumper to go.
That was a nice move there by Powell, man. He was patient. Just let it come to him.
Another three. Bomb made. Brady Hussey hits the three. That quiets the crowd, and it's a 5-point lead to Covcath. Now Burgess scramble for it. Down low, three bodies on the floor. Ball finally pops out of there. Advance quickly. Riley dunks it home.
That's impressive. Coach Sears may want to get a timeout here, especially if they don't score this trip. You don't want to put too much gap between Covcath and you.
7-point lead as Green nearly has it taken away. Scrambles to get it back. Oh, finds Powell nicely under the basket.
Yeah, boy, that's a good look by Green. He was under a ton of pressure.
Wilson to Riley.
Somebody's
Triple
open.
team comes. Somebody's bound to be open. Ball on the floor, tipped out. Ipsaro drives it. Oh, and he makes the runner.
Yeah.
Wow. As Green shoots the three, it won't go. Wilson comes down with it, hands it off to Ipsaro.
Not sure about that shot. He didn't get that shot anytime.
And Ipsaro steps just inside the line, now tipped around. Wilson ends up with it. Ipsaro with another chance. This one from the elbow, knocks it home.
Here comes your timeout.
And there is a timeout on the floor. The Covcath Colonels 35, the Oldham County Colonels 26. Come on back. More high school basketball.
Work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by Stinnett Plumbing. Reliable, friendly, trusted. Phone 502-690-3070 or go online to StinnettPlumbing.com.
4:35 left here in the first half. Covcath up 35-26 over the Oldham County Colonels. Oldham County now with the ball, wanting to cut into this Covcath lead. And ball taken away, though, right on that sideline. Hussey. And then at the other end, it's Ipsaro again. 14 points on the night.
Wow.
Trap came in the corner, but passing out of it nicely. Drive, high off the glass, and that's Ambergy.
Well, Ambergy and Gilmore both helped them off the bench so far here.
Covcath working against that trap. Cross court comes and made. Ipsaro, he's going to take that three. Man backed off of him. It would not fall, and rebound comes down in the hands of Powell.
That ball hit every part of the rim and didn't drop.
Schlichter now on the sidelines there. Schlichter will take that three. Won't go. I thought Ambergy coming in there was going to get that, but Starks just brings it to the other end, stops at the free throw line, and can't get that to fall.
Well, Starks and Riley down there are just so strong.
Ball to the corner. Powell tried to give it up and gets it back. So
how many's Powell got tonight already?
14.
He's had a great ball.
And that was Ty Wendell there, 22, new in the ball game. Cross-court path. Wendell tried to save it back inbounds after knocking the pass away. Covcath has a shot. Hussey for three, won't go. And ball comes off into the hands of the Oldham County Colonels on the out of bounds.
I got to tell you, I don't mean to sound like Billy Packer here, but Oldham County's tired. Now, he's using his bench, but I mean, they're all really gasping for air when they come off the floor.
It's one of those things, that 3-day layoff sometimes makes a difference. Burgess at the elbow, and the hands come in, and then a whistle.
Who's that on? Is that on? If that's Ipsaro, that's two.
Striped shirt's going to have his choice here. So Ipsaro.
Bonus.
So Sam Powell with 14, Evan Ipsaro with 14. As Burgess steps to the line. Rattles that first one home.
Oldham's right there. You know, they're just down 6, so King's got it to 5.
Need a defensive stop. Need a make here so you can set up some pressure.
And they may want to slow the pace down a little bit, I think.
So Burgess with both made, but at the other end, Ipsaro can't get it to go. So much for slowing it down there. Oh, then Green thought his man was going to zig, and instead he zagged and out of bounds, but luckily touched by black jersey out.
Yeah. You know, I think Covcath wants to keep pushing, but Oldham might want to. Oh, good pass.
Nice pass.
Nice play. I mean, it's good play.
And Ambergy right underneath lays it up and in. Starks now down in the corner.
Nope.
That won't go for Covcath. That was Link. And then just chucked back down in, and Hayden Burgess manages to find Green with it. Now Wendell to Green.
Now slow up and run some set here.
Green nearly had it knocked away. Has to give it up, give and go there to Burgess. The reset, ball knocked away.
Now you got numbers. Take advantage of it.
In the corner, now down low. That's Ambergy, passes back out of it. Numbers kind of went away. Green thought about the 3. Little scare from Burgess, and then a dangerous pass that time.
Yep.
Just plain taken away.
Yeah, that was a sophomore mistake there.
So 1:30 left here in the first half. Oldham cut it to 3, and then a whistle, and it's a little easy there. Max Green whistled for that foul. He's trying to deny Ipsaro an easy entry into the lane.
Now Covcath's got 2 or 3 players with 2 fouls, so you know they're going to have to rotate him in and out here, try to keep him out of foul trouble.
Ipsaro thought about the 3. Gives it up to Wilson instead. Back to Ipsaro. Around the horn, finds McGillis in the corner. Buries it.
Now that was great ball movement right there.
So Castle McGillis, his first points of the ball game, stretches it back to 6.
Now you got to win these last minute and a half of these quarters. That went against him right there.
Trap comes Burgess, then has it poked away.
It's on Riley, I think.
Believe it is. It is. Mitchell Riley with his first foul committed. So Hayden Burgess back to the line again. He's already got a couple of made free throws.
You got to knock both these down here.
First, knocked home.
You know what? If I'm Oldham, I think I dropped the press in the second half. It really hasn't accomplished, I think, what Coach wants. So.
Won't go. So down to a 5-point lead for Covington Catholic. So they're trying to break that press, get through it. And there's Riley down low.
Yep.
And that's going to go against Luke Ambergy.
That was a good call right there. He turned his body sideways before the contact.
Cooper Roush checks in the ball game. Ambergy to the sideline for Oldham County. Starts to trigger. Finds Ipsaro.
2-3 now. Oldham County switching it up on the out of bounds.
Covington Catholic. So far,
I think they're
happy
going
to
one
hold
shot
here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like it. Watch an entry pass at either Starks or Riley. Kick out for the 3.
So Ipsaro,
especially
to
any
Wilson.
kind of penetration here.
12 seconds left. Wilson, they're going to try to run Ipsaro off of a couple of screens, get him one-on-one, takes the three, won't go, tipped around, but the follow up and good by Riley. Mitchell Riley with the yeoman's work underneath leads us with a halftime score. Covington Catholic 42 and the Oldham County Colonels 35. Come on back. We'll have some numbers for you here on the half on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
Halftime numbers brought to you by Metro Windows here on this Oldham County Colonels basketball broadcast, where the Colonels trail the Cubcath Colonels by 7, 42-35 at the break. Let's give you the Covington Catholic scoring first. Evan Ipsaro leads the Cubcath Colonels with 14-7 from Brady Hussey, 6 apiece from Mitchell Riley and Chandler Starks, 3 each from Castle McGillis and Aiden Link, 2 from Mackay Wilson, and Aiden Jones has 1 made free throw. Sam Powell leads the Oldham County Colonels with 14, 6 from Luke Ambergy, Kenton Schlichter with 5, Hayden Burgess with 5, 3 from Levi Gilmore, and 2 from Max Green. And that's your individual scoring at the halftime break. And we are going to step away for a moment, hear from some more of our great Glycod sponsors. When we come back, we'll have team numbers for you as compiled by Jeff Cooper. So stay tuned for that. Metro Windows team numbers upcoming here on Glycod.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Kevin Woosley is a lifelong Oldham County resident. He's been a public servant for 30 years and is a former Kentucky State Police 911 administrator. Currently the District 3 Fiscal Court Magistrate, Kevin is a responsive politician. He favors improved broadband internet, more affordable housing, plus new roads and schools to meet the demands of a growing county. Re-elect Kevin Woosley for District 3 Magistrate.
I'm Kevin Woosley, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Kevin Woosley for Magistrate.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Halftime again, our score 42-35 with the Covcath Colonels over the Oldham County Colonels. Time for our Metro Windows team scoring, or team stats, excuse me. And for those, well, we'll turn to Jeff Cooper. Jeff.
Well, I mean, both teams, man, shooting lights out. Covcath overall, 18 out of 29 from the floor, 62%. That includes 14 out of 19 from two-point range, 4 out of 10 from three, 2 out of 4 from the line. They have 11 rebounds, 5 turnovers. 4 of those turnovers came early, though. They only had 1 turnover, I think, in the last about 12 minutes. For Oldham County, they shot the ball really well. 14 out of 26, 54%, 12 out of 18 from 2, but only 2 of 8 from 3, and that's where they're kind of, they're not hitting the three-pointers like they normally do. They're 5 out of 6 from the line, 7 rebounds, 7 turnovers.
Well, so as we look at those stats, really the rebounding, there is a bit of a differential there. Both teams really shooting lights out, Jeff. That certainly is something that I've noticed. But, of course, that difference in three-point percentage or three-point differential just at half, a couple of those made threes is a big chunk of your difference right here with a 7-point lead for Covcath.
Absolutely, and I think Covcath, they gave up 10 three-pointers to Ashland in their last game where they only hit 2. And to get outscored 30-6 from three-point range is kind of a tough road to hoe there. So I think they're really focusing on the three-point defense tonight. and they've hit a few themselves tonight. A little bit, shot the ball a little bit better tonight. So, second half here, I think the key to the game so far, honestly, is Evan Ipsaro. Offensively, he's got 14 points, but on the defensive end, he's taken Max Green out. Max is doing a great job running the show, but in terms of Max scoring the ball, no, he's not scored the ball. And he's having a hard time penetrating, getting into the lane there with Ipsaro all over him. So I think that's been a key here. And then only getting off 8 threes and making 2, that's even to make one of those threes, you're talking about a 4-point game right now. So it's definitely still, they're still right there in the ball game, but they need to settle down. I would come out of the press again. I don't, that may not be their style. They may not want to do it. I don't think they're going to wear Cov-Cath out with it. But I think they're right now they're wearing themselves out a little bit more doing it. So they may want to come out of the press, maybe go to some half-court traps, things like that.
Well, so far I've been pretty impressed with how Cov-Cath has broken that press, not only just with passing, but that diagonal sort of cross-court passing that really that does wear the defensive team out when you've got to react to those kind of big shifts or switches. So.
Well, and then especially in that 2-2-1 they run, if you put your backman way back, or at least make them cut back, that spot's open. Okay,
Yeah.
A cross court should be open. So you have to make a really good pass and get it over the defense, and then you got numbers. And you keep doing that, and eventually, you can run them out of the press. But Oldham also uses their press to wear down their opponent.
Sure.
I don't think they're going to do that tonight.
So, as you may have heard the buzzer there, we are about to go back to basketball. See who reports back onto the floor. Looks like it's going to be similar to first half for the Oldham County Colonels. Looks like Roush, Sleekter, Green, Burgess, and Powell. For Cov-Cath, Ipsaro, McGillis, Riley, Hussey, and Starks. And Oldham County has the ball first. That's Green with it. Tries to set the offense. Trying to find Burgess, tipped away and out of bounds, and they're going to say off Burgess.
Yeah.
Riley with the good hands there.
Well, it was a good backdoor cut, but it really wasn't that open. Probably should have waited and let the offense run on through there.
Castle McGillis triggers to Ipsaro.
You see, he should be open, right? Or yeah, okay. Now he's open.
As Jeff directs traffic from up here, he saw the open man against the sideline, and the whistle comes, and that's out of bounds.
You threw it just a little bit late. Throw it too close to the line. Couldn't catch up to it.
McGillis just steps on that sideline right in front of the Cov-Cath bench.
Oldham needs a bucket here. They don't need a three. Just get a bucket here.
Starks nearly poked it away from Powell. Oh, trying to find the ball in underneath and ended up throwing it right to McGillis.
Not there.
And then a ball on the floor, and Colonels come out with it at the other end. High off the glass, won't go. Hitting the deck hard was Schlichter. And the ball finally knocked out of bounds. They're going to say off of Oldham County. No, they're going to say off of the black jerseys. So
I am not really sure about that one because all I saw underneath was Oldham County. But
so Oldham County has Green to trigger. Tries to find Burgess, and those quick hands just takes it away. Mitchell Riley, the other end, up and off the glass by McGillis.
Yeah. Well, that's 3 straight turnovers, man. You can't cut into a lead giving the ball up.
Stretches to 9. Around the horn. That's Green. Trying to look for a way to drive against Ipsaro. Finds Burgess. They want to get him going in underneath. And Burgess does from that low post position. But trying to get it to him has been tough, Jeff.
Yeah, it has been. They're doing a good job on him down there.
Oh, made 3 there by McGillis.
Well,
that's a dagger.
Somebody from Oldham County got thrown to the floor. Riley just threw him to the floor on the rebound. I couldn't tell who it was.
Schlichter.
Or it was a lot of acting because I didn't really see the contact.
That's Green. Stops right at the elbow. Turns. Puts it up off the glass. Can't get it to fall.
Well, that's a tough shot.
Ipsaro on the other end. Draws a little contact. Throws the ball up. Can't get it to go. Ends up in the hands of Oldham County. And Green gets stopped and just has it taken away by Starks. and Ipsaro slams it home.
Yeah, they need a timeout. That's 4 turnovers in 2 minutes.
So with Covcath up 49-37, let's step away with 6 minutes remaining here in the third period on Glycod.
You do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by Stinnett Plumbing. Reliable, friendly, trusted. Phone 502-690-3070 or go online to stinnettplumbing.com.
Underway here, just past 6 minutes to go, coming out of this timeout for the Oldham County Colonels. Powell with it, tries to find Burgess. Burgess just can't get it to go from point-blank range. Riley comes down with the rebound. That's what the Colonels want.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Just couldn't get it.
Just couldn't get it to fall. Ipsaro draws the defense, leaves a man open, won't go from 3. Riley cleans it up. Ipsaro, 3 from the other side. That one won't go either, but the hands tipping it around, finally knocked out of bounds there by McGillis. So McGillis got a 3 from the near three-point side, and Ipsaro from the far. Neither of those went.
Both good looks, though. Both wide open looks. They got to take advantage of this. They got to get a bucket here.
Ambergy will trigger in to Green. Green working against Ipsaro. Oh, his man just backed off. Could not get it to go from the elbow. And Covcath comes down again.
He kind of got him off balance a little bit there.
A little bit of a lid on the basket. Green has it taken away, then Roush fouled.
That was real close to an intentional foul there.
It kind of looked like it could have been. Makai Wilson he committed his first foul there.
He pulled it back just in time.
Green looks to trigger, finds Burgess. Here comes the hands again, but this time there's a whistle coming. And if that goes against Starks, that's 3.
Yep.
It is against Starks, his 3rd.
Well, do you leave him and let him get 4? Got a 12-point lead. You may want to sit him. I don't know. Good fake.
Good fake there. Green could not get it to go, but Burgess cleans it up.
Green's had 2 really good looks here with Ipsaro with pump fakes, but he couldn't get the shots down.
Ambergy out of it there. Schlichter drives it inside. Whistle comes. And it's going the other way.
Yeah, definitely a charge on that.
Absolutely.
Oldham County's just taking their weapon and just shooting themselves in the foot constantly here. And I just broke the chair. How about that?
Well, what do you know? Ipsaro drives it, gets against the baseline, and finally dribbles it back out and gets the shooter's roll on about the 8 or 9 foot jump shot.
I don't know how he stayed in bounds there.
I'm not sure either. 18 points for Ipsaro. Yeah, that was impressive. Burgess down low. He's working this time against Jones and gets it to go.
Yeah, good move by Burgess there. He's really improved those moves. And one thing he's improved over from last year is not letting the guy guarding him flop on him.
Ipsaro drives it inside. Oh, pretty pass. Finds Starks. And
Wow.
a good left-handed move there by Starks.
Boy, that was nice. Ipsaro's little flip pass there. Oh, by the way, I looked. Ipsaro did not play football, that I could tell.
Oh, we were talking at halftime. We thought maybe just with his build, maybe he might have played football for Covcath. He did not. Oh, Burgess has it poked away. Ends up with Ipsaro landing on his back. That couldn't have felt good for either party.
No, absolutely. That's 6 turnovers now at Oldham here in the third quarter.
And Burgess whistled for the foul. That's kind of insult to injury.
Yeah.
Timeout on the floor, though, with 3:37 remaining. 53-39 our score here in the third period. Come on back for more on Glycott.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Oh, yeah. As we return here, we were discussing just the fact, what was that number? 4 points and how many turnovers, Jeff?
6 turnovers, yeah.
And just tough for the Oldham County Colonels to make any kind of run or put anything together. They've had some looks down low that they wanted from Burgess and just couldn't convert.
They've missed some open shots, too.
And Covington Catholic has just kept their foot down on the gas.
Now they're beating this 2-2-1 with a 1-3-1 here.
Ipsaro trying to just dribble through, nearly loses the handle, but keeps it with. Oh, and then has it taken away down at the other end, and there's a travel or offensive foul. They're going to call the offensive foul. Yep, Schlichter.
I thought he walked before he charged him, but that's not.
That was one of those, it could have been either.
Yeah. And that's 7. I mean, you know, they've got 7 turnovers and 7 shot attempts. 14 possession, you know.
Hussey with it. He gets it off the link, then drives it down. Starks, cross court, and shot up by Hussey. Made that one from the parking lot.
He shoots the ball like Phil Necro throws the baseball. It's a knuckler, but boy, it's effective.
Oh, that's a reference for you, Jeff.
There you go. Schlichter just said, he turned it over
Turned
again.
it over again, right in the hands of Link. Link goes to the other end, gets Powell up in the air, can't get the roll. Starks looking to clean it up and travels.
Yeah,
Took a little hop and a jump there.
Wow. Well, that's 5 turnovers for Catholic. But they're you know, they've made 6 shots out of 10 here, so that's a big difference.
Levi Gilmore and Ty Wendell checks into the ball game for Oldham County.
Powell's got to get a bucket here. He's got a size advantage on Link there. See if they go to him.
And Green kind of loses the handle, gets it to Gilmore. Gilmore for 3. Hard off the iron, but Powell comes down with it. Gives it up. Powell for 3. Buries it.
There you go.
Now, way to break the press there. Now, cross-court pass. That's Wilson with it. Looks to drive it along the baseline. Wow.
What a tough shot.
That was a tough shot.
Yeah. Tried to draw the contact, and Oldham did a good job avoiding that. Cupcath really plays those passing lanes.
They sure do. Green had a driving lane there.
Yep.
And banks it home.
And maybe he could see one go through there.
Gilmore steps in, took it away. Saves it. Nice save. Ambergy. Trying to
turn it over again.
Yep. And has it taken away. And then Starks just was undercut there a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Cupcath, a couple miscues there, and they've got Ipsaro and McGillis and those guys back in there.
1:35 left here in the third. Powell comes to the bench. Taken away again. Green picked a little pocket there from the front of the dish. Can't get it to go. Riley skies for the rebound and then a whistle. And a timeout on the floor. So we will take a timeout as well here in the third period. 1:19 remains, 58-44 our score. Come on back for more on Glycott.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For your surprisingly great home and auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
1:19 remains on the clock here, and Oldham County has its work cut out for it, and Covington Catholic really has put their foot on the gas. 16 points here in the third quarter, Jeff.
Yeah, and they've, of course, Oldham County, 9 turnovers. That's been a big part of it. And, Covington Catholic's got 6. So both teams are kind of, I think, maybe legs here, a little bit wearing on them a little bit. It'll be interesting to see now. Look here, Oldham is set back up at the 2-2-1, but now they're at half court. It might be a little bit too late, but let's see here.
He's going to try to change up that trap, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wilson
save their
bring
legs
it up
as well.
against. Find the man in the corner, but there comes the double team, passing out of it. It's to the opposite side of the court. And then Ipsaro fouled by Green.
Yep.
Green with a little shove there.
And Green's had a tough time tonight. He's a heck of a young player. Now they're in a 3-2, looks like. No, they're back at 2-3. Never mind. Thought they're going to pull him up there.
Covcath works that ball side to side. Wilson, nice drive there, and good follow by Riley. Couldn't get it to go, and finally ripped down. That was Ty Wendell there. Wendell, I should say.
The foul or what?
No, I think it was just out of bounds.
Okay, yeah.
Out of bounds on that far inline. Tough to see from our angle here.
Yeah.
Hammergy. And back. Trying to work it. Gilmore, he's got a little bit of a path there, and offensive foul.
I don't know about that one. It's a bang-bang call there.
Got him with 2.
He jumped sideways to kind of try to avoid the charge, but still made contact there.
Hussey checks into the ball game as Noah Johnson, sophomore, checks to the sideline.
Covcat's got a lot of these boys back next year. They're going to be dangerous for a couple years here.
As Hussey ends up giving it back to Ipsaro. Covcath looking like they want to just hold for the end of the quarter here.
Riley on that short corner down there, keep an eye on him. He's coming up, set the high screen.
And on the baseline now, Riley down inside, banks it home.
Good dive for the bucket there by Riley.
Mitchell Riley scores to make it Covington Catholic 60, Oldham County 44. Come on back for fourth quarter action here on Glycod.
Kevin Woosley is a lifelong Oldham County resident. He's been a public servant for 30 years and is a former Kentucky State Police 911 administrator. Currently the District 3 Fiscal Court Magistrate, Kevin is a responsive politician. He favors improved broadband internet, more affordable housing, plus new roads and schools to meet the demands of a growing county. Re-elect Kevin Woosley for District 3 Magistrate.
I'm Kevin Woosley, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Kevin Woosley for Magistrate.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 16 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
The return here to Oldham County High School has Covington Catholic outscoring the Oldham County Colonels 18-9 in that third period, stretching that lead to 60-44. And Covcath has the ball to begin this fourth period as well.
Well, that third quarter did not go how Coach wanted it to. I guarantee it. Just too many mistakes. Get a few stops here, though. You don't know.
So Covcath works the ball, gets a shot from the near wing, won't go, but gets the rebound. Good at just tipping the ball to another black jersey there, Covcath is.
Covcath is extremely athletic.
Driving the ball there was Wilson. Could not get it to go, though, off the front of the rim. Green to Powell. Powell looks to drive. Spin move. Fadeaway. Gets it.
That is sweet, man. That's a spin move with a fadeaway. Well, that's a hard shot, too.
19 points for Powell.
Mr. Powell having himself a night.
He now leads all scorers.
Yeah. Ipsaro's been quiet here in the second half, other than that little steal and dunk. What was that call? I didn't see. Did y'all travel?
I think it was a travel. I thought it was going to be a foul. I would have sworn it was going to be a foul. I was waiting for the striped shirt to come to the sideline. But So Oldham County back with it, gets a turnover. Gilmore gives it up to Roush. Has it taken away. McGillis just stepped in the lane there and lays it up and in on the other end.
Wow.
That takes the wind out of your sails a little bit if you're OC.
Absolutely. I mean, you get the turnover and get the ball and got a chance to cut it down to 12 or 11 and then give it right back up.
Burgess. Stepping in the passing lane was Ipsaro. Just took that right away from Cooper Roush.
And the pass was way too soft. He threw it, kind of lobbed it over there, and that was against this Covcath team, man. You can't do that.
And Ipsaro shoots from the free throw line and draws the foul.
I got hit in the head almost.
So Cooper Roush commits the foul.
I think the legs are a difference here too, Todd. You look at the foul differential, 7-2. The Oldham County it didn't have, they have their legs are out from under them and they're reaching and grabbing a little bit too much.
Ipsaro knocked home the first. See what he can do on the second. Gets that one too. So 20 now for Ipsaro. Still a couple under his season average of 23.
He's an
Green
impressive player.
Thought about the three, picked it up instead. Gets it to Powell. Powell in traffic. Trying to find Roush. Ends up, but it was banked around. Now Green for three. Would not fall. Riley comes down with the rebound, but Roush retrieves. Gets it back to Green in the corner. Gilmore shoots the three. That one won't go either. Battle underneath. Ball up off the iron. And Roush commits the foul. That's his third.
That's one-on-one. Should be.
Yep, 1 plus the bonus for Covington Catholic. Ipsaro heads to the other end. 88% free throw shooter is the 5'10 Ipsaro.
And I won't say anything if he misses it.
You just blaming me for jinxing the first time, and didn't that go round? 65-46. Ipsaro eyes the second, knocks it home. Nice stroke.
Partner, I'm sorry.
Powell in the corner. He'll shoot the three. It will not fall. Burgess ends up tipping it out of bounds, and it goes back Covcath's way.
Yeah, that was the right call.
Good look from Powell, really. He had a man running at him, but it was the look that they wanted for Oldham County.
I think Coach Sturz take that look every trip down the floor.
The lead now stretched to 20.
See if they run some high-low here. No, they just
dumped it down to Riley.
Oh,
behind the head dunk, and I hope DK got that for the highlights.
Yes. I said they go to Starks for the high-low, but they didn't need to go throw it to Starks.
Powell inside. It can't get it to go off the rim. The ball to Starks. Head to McGillis.
There's
down
the
low
high low.
underneath.
He
And
walked.
Riley dunks it home again, but he walked.
Yep, he sure did. Took an extra step. Cubcat fans don't like it, but he did. Got a quick score here. Halftime, North Oldham over South Oldham, 31-22 in the boys. Trying to get a girls score here for you in just a second.
I draw your attention to the ticker, folks.
Oh, we got the ticker up? Okay.
Yeah, we got the ticker up. And whistle. Those scores coming to Dekivia from executive producer Steve Byrd. Oh, ball right into Powell. Knocks it home. Good luck there.
Yeah, it was. Good play.
21 for Powell. Back to 20-point game. Covcath really has been in command after their outscoring Oldham County by 9 in that third quarter. 3 will not fall and comes off to Powell. Oh, Green has it poked away. Oh, finds Roush somehow to Burgess and ball up. Roush hit the floor hard.
Yeah, he did. He was all right.
Burgess will go to the line for 2.
This is Oldham's first 2 free throws of the second half.
So Hussey committed his second foul.
I got to tell you, I don't see anyone in the 9th region beating this team. They got upset in the first round by St. Henry last year. St. Henry had a nice team. But this year, I just don't see it.
As Burgess eyes the second and knocks it home.
They get the right draw. This team might get to play on Sunday.
Well, I've been impressed with their athleticism. That is for
me too.
certain.
Definitely.
And they're very aggressive on defense. They get their hands in and around everything, and they're happy with deflections because they seem to know how to tip it to another black jersey.
Right. They do a really good job of denying the passing lanes, and they don't get beat off the dribble too awful much.
Starks with it. Looks to drive it, gets his man up in the air, pitches out of it. That's Wilson from the corner, buries it. Wilson.
Well, they can beat you in so many different ways,
knocked
too.
home his 7th point there. Now Green with the runner off the front of the rim. That's legs for you.
Yep.
Out to Starks, dunks it home. Chandler Starks gets to double digits in scoring. And just like that, 73-49, Covcath right at or above their average. They're averaging 72. Ipsaro somehow managed to get that up towards the rim, draws the harm.
Ooh.
So I meant to mention that in the pregame, and I have to admit I didn't. Just the fact that Covington Catholic averaging 72.3 points a game, and they're there plus. It's all gravy with 3:27 remaining in the fourth.
Yeah, and up 24 too. I mean, they've been really impressive here. Oldham's been. Second half they just didn't have it.
Just didn't have it, did they? 23 now. Faro. Burgess checks to the sideline, as does Max Green for Oldham County.
Taking Green out of the game offensively really was a big difference, I think, tonight.
Ipsaro knocks home his second, leads all scorers with 24. 10 points here in the second half. Schlichter, Gilmore now down low. It's Powell working it.
Nice.
High off the glass, yep.
This young man has made so much improvement from last year.
Well, as you said, last year he seemed like he was mostly just a stand-up three-point shooter. Oh, good defense down low, but Starks corrals the ball back, tries to get his man up in the air, does, and makes the basket.
Did they count it?
They did. Yep. So Wendell with the foul. And Starks, just a 58% free throw shooter. Eyes the free throw. Shouldn't say the first. Sorry.
Pretty good looking shot.
Yeah, it was. Not 58%. 13 points for Starks. Oh, ball just taken away by Ipsaro. Gives it up nicely, and the roll goes to Aiden Link.
That could have been an and one, too. Well, I can't believe
this. And a timeout on the floor. So we will take a timeout as well. 2:47 remaining here in the ball game. 80-51 our score here from Oldham County High School. Come on back for more on Glycott.
Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycott.
At the halftime break, we had a 7-point Covcath lead, and it has ballooned now. And Jeff, you were saying at the during our brief break there that just really didn't quite see this going this way.
No, I didn't. I thought maybe that Covcath may pull away late, but I didn't. I certainly didn't see this, and I also didn't see Oldham making 14 turnovers in the second half either. I think a lot of it is. I really do. I think a lot of it is the Covcath wore them out. I think they stayed in their press too long. I mean, Coach Coy knows his players a lot better than I do. Don't get me wrong, but sure seemed like it. They just Covcath's been physically in better shape and just wore them down.
Senior Wes Alexander checks in the ball game for the Oldham County Colonels. It's in the backcourt there, triggered the ball in. Gilmore, he was trying to find Wendell there and couldn't do it. Covcath takes the ball away again.
Over those passes. They have great anticipation on defense.
It's pitch and catch out high, making the defense work some more. Trying to find Starks, but taken away. Gilmore goes to the other end, up, over, gets the roll.
Covcath's going to be wholesale substituting here in just a minute, so I think Oldham probably follow suit.
Wilson to Ipsaro. Ipsaro top of the key, and he's happy just to back it out. Got Gilmore on him.
They may run some clock, call a timeout here.
And, had a man down low. And then three, but wouldn't go. Alexander gets the board.
Yeah.
And Alexander tied up. Yeah. Chandler Starks, that's his fourth.
Yeah, he did that on purpose so they can make the subs. Those young men had a good night. They earned a nice, fun trip back to Covington tonight.
So Henry Markham checked in for the Oldham County Colonels. Wholesale substitutions here for Covington Catholic. As driving the ball there was Schlichter. Couldn't get it to go. Now handling it is Grease, Parker Grease with it. Give it up to Tranter. Covcath with these reserves just working it around, trying to use up this last minute.
Yeah, they'll take a wide open look, but that's about it, or a layup.
Grease with it, and he shoots the runner and gets it to go. So Parker Grease, the junior, I shouldn't have said Grice. Their pronunciation guide says Grice. Ty Wendell Lays it up and in for OC.
Did a good job with the pass to now. He did back door, and we had the open look.
And thinking about the three was Fryman. He put it on the deck instead, takes it down inside, and he will in a trip to the stripe. Wendell with his third.
Okay, I'm going to jinx them here. They're 7 for 7 from the line here in the second half.
Well, and Trevor Fryman, by my notes, is a 100% so far free throw shooter.
We double whammied him.
And he still made it.
They still made it.
Has a good touch there. Knocked home the first. Keeps that perfect record intact until then.
Until then.
The media jinx strikes again. Yeah. Didn't mean to, just does.
This does, yep.
And a runner there with just under 10 seconds to go. That was Tranter, took the shot, and then a whistle. Coming back the OC way here. Tranter whistled for his first foul.
They'll probably just dribble it out here.
Schlichter brings it to the front court and will do just that. So our final score from here at Oldham County High School, the Covington Catholic Colonels 83 and the Oldham County Colonels 55. Come back for the postgame show, all the stats and wrap up when we return here on Glycott.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Watts Home Center. Whether it's building, restoring, or improving your home, visit the experts at Watts. 2350 Commerce Parkway in LaGrange. Watts Home Center. Design that feels like home.
Aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yeah. Back we are here at Oldham County High School. We're wrapping things up. 83-55, our final score here as Covington Catholic really just put it to Oldham County in the second half, and that was the tail of the tape. A seven-point game at half really ballooned out. Let's briefly go over individual scoring, and then when we return, we will come back with team stats provided by Jeff Cooper. But let's start now with some individual scoring. First in the loss and falling to 15-7, the Oldham County Colonels were led by Sam Powell and his 23 points. Hayden Burgess had 10. 6 for Luke Ambergy, and then 5 apiece for Kenton Schlichter and Levi Gilmore, 4 from Max Green, and a pair from Ty Wendell. For the Covington Catholic Colonels in the win, improving to 19-4, 24 for Evan Ipsaro, just about a 1 point over, just a little less than 1 point over his average. 24 for Evan Ipsaro, 13 from Chandler Starks, and then 10 apiece. And get this, Castle McGillis with 10, Mitchell Riley with 10, and Brady Hussey with 10 points apiece. And so those three and that 30 points is really tough to combat. Yep. 7 from McKay Wilson, 5 from Aiden Link, a pair from Parker Grice, and 1 point from Trevor Fryman on that made free throw. And Aiden Jones, early in the first half, also had 1 point from a made free throw. That will do it for our scoring for the Covington Catholic Colonels, again led by Evan Ipsaro. Well, let's take a moment's break, and when we return, we will have the scoring summary. We will have the team scoring for you and team numbers for you from Jeff Cooper. So let's step away and catch that when we return here on Glycod.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that could put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900, or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
As we return here to the post-game show on Glycod, Covington Catholic all over Oldham County really in that second half was the tail of the tape, stretching out to a final of 83-55. It's time for Jeff Cooper to give us these team numbers, and for those, let's hear from him.
Well, these are all unofficial. For the game, Covington Catholic was 33 out of 56 from the floor for 59%. That's pretty darn good shooting. But even better, 26 out of 38 from two-point range, 68%. I mean, they really shot lights out today. They were 7 out of 18 from three, 39%, which is kind of about where they are during the season. 10 of 13 from the line, 77%. They had 23 rebounds, 14 turnovers. Had 9 turnovers second half. I think both teams kind of wore each other out in the first half and had some turnovers. Now, Oldham County, some interesting stats here. For the game, they were 23 out of 48, 48%. From two-point range, they were 20 out of 34, 59%. That's not bad. That's
right.
When you win your most games, okay?
Yep.
They were 3 out of 14 from three, which, they needed to be about 8 out of 14 to stay close in a normal situation. That's 21%. 6 out of 8 from the line, 16 rebounds, but this is the grabber, 22 turnovers. 15 of those came in the second half, and they had more turnovers than they did rebounds and shots made in the second half. That won't beat anybody. They just had a really tough time, and I think they got tired, honestly. I really do. This is a hard team to beat double figures, period. And Covcat beat by 28. So just a tough night, especially that second half, man. They just Covington Catholic, you tip the hat to them, too. It wasn't just turnovers. It was them taking the ball away from them. Every time they would make a pass or something, oh, this is open, boom, it was shut off just like that. And they're Covcat's got some of the best half-court defense I've seen, maybe the best I've seen this year. Oldham really had to work hard just to get an open look, and but they had a good game plan ready for Oldham in the second half. They just they kept spreading it out and spreading that gap, and it was that was it.
Well, again, the team numbers brought to you by Watts Windows, and we thank them for their sponsorship. Our final here, 83-55. When we return, we will give you the Anderson Sales and Service Most Outstanding Players of the Ball Game. So we will choose one from each team. So let's have you come on back and catch those most outstanding players, and then we will wrap it up from here at Oldham County High School, where, again, Covington Catholic defeats Oldham County 83-55. Return for those most outstanding players in a moment here on Glycod.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Kevin Woosley is a lifelong Oldham County resident. He's been a public servant for 30 years and is a former Kentucky State Police 911 administrator. Currently the District 3 Fiscal Court Magistrate, Kevin is a responsive politician. He favors improved broadband internet, more affordable housing, plus new roads and schools to meet the demands of a growing county. Re-elect Kevin Woosley for District 3 Magistrate.
I'm Kevin Woosley, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Kevin Woosley for Magistrate.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's basketball on Glycod.
Tonight's Most Outstanding Players brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Visit their Crestwood location at 6159 West Highway 146 or online at andersonsales.com. And for the most outstanding players, we are going to turn it over to Jeff Cooper.
Well,
Jeff, who you got?
Covington Catholic, I think, they had a lot of guys play well, but obviously the standout was Evan Ipsaro, the junior guard. Very impressive player. He's like I say, he's got several D1 schools looking at him. I tell you what, man, he is built. He's solid as a rock. He reminds me a little bit of Billy Keller used to play in the ABA. I don't know if they were going way back. He was about that size, but he's got way more hops than Mr. Keller had. Oldham County, I think they had a tough night, but Sam Powell had a really good night.
He did.
I got to go with Sam Powell for them. He's, like I say, he's really gotten a lot better, and he's moving forward. He's going to have to be the guy for them.
Absolutely. So Sam Powell for the Oldham County Colonels and Evan Ipsaro for the Covington Catholic Colonels. Ipsaro 24 points and Powell with 23. Your Anderson Sales and Service most outstanding players. You can also nominate your favorite student athlete for Glycod's Most Outstanding Student Athlete Award. This winter, a male and female high school student will be recognized for their outstanding academic and athletic achievements during the fall sports season. For more information and to submit an application, visit glycod.com. Well, before we sign off, there's just a couple of items I want to plug. As always, for the most in-depth coverage of Kentucky basketball, you can check out glycod.com. I want to plug just a couple of items. One is that the Ronald McDonald Classic coming up here on Saturday at Oldham County High School. Check back to Glycod. We're hoping to bring you some of that action. Don't know exactly what yet, as the revised list has not been released. So please check back in if you would like to chance seeing that on Saturday. And then also just a reminder that next Thursday, February 17th, at 7:30, we've got the North Bullitt Eagles at the South Oldham Dragons in the regular season finale with Chris LeBar and Gary Forrest. So those couple of upcoming Oldham County High Schools games for you here on Glycod. Jeff, your final thoughts on put a bow on tonight's ball game.
Well, Oldham County's got to come right back tomorrow, and then they got another game. They play Anderson County, and they need to bounce back pretty quickly. Covcat's got another meeting with North Laurel coming up there at BB&T Arena on Friday, and they beat North Laurel in the finals of the King of the Bluegrass. So North Laurel beat them last year, so it's kind of a rubber game, I guess. And both teams, though, at least Covcat's got a few days off here, but Oldham's got to turn around and then get back on the winning track here.
All right, so those are Jeff Cooper's final thoughts on tonight's ball game, where again the Covington Catholic Colonels defeat the Oldham County Colonels 83-55. Well, tonight's on-site producer was DeKevian Gauss. Glycod's executive producer was Steve Bird. Mike Sumner worked the camera for us tonight here at Oldham County. For Jeff Cooper, I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying so long. And once again, our final score, Covington Catholic 83, Oldham County 55. And you have been watching Oldham County's high school basketball here on Glycod. Good night. God bless everybody.
From Glycod, this has been Oldham High School's basketball. Tonight's game was brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, outdoor equipment specialists who make your life easier. By Metro Windows, installers of high-quality windows. By Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. By LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. By Watts Home Center in LaGrange, design that feels like home. By State Farm Agent Leslie Gilley, Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, Roy's Body and Glass Shop, and by Lawson Financial.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.